everyone, it's Strangelove here, and for this video I've got something other than PvZ for once. Actually, I've been wanting to start covering some different games that I enjoy playing, and since I've been playing Yooka Laylee on and off for the past week or so, I figured Yooka Laylee is as good a place to start as any, and it seems like a game that a lot of you would enjoy, so I'd love to hear your feedback on this, so please leave me a comment down below on what you think of me covering some different games. So anyway, for today, I'm just showing you guys how to get through the Shovel Knight quest in STALK Tropics in Yooka Laylee. Now, Shovel Knight, for those of you who are unfamiliar, is actually another fun indie game that Playtonic is paying homage to here with this quest, and it's interesting to see the Shovel Knight in a 3D space like this, since Shovel Knight itself is actually a 2D platformer. Now, I'm not entirely sure why Shovel Knight specifically got put into Yooka Laylee. Maybe the developers are friends, or maybe they just really like Shovel Knight, but whatever the reason, it's still a pretty cool Easter egg to find in this game. Alright, so before you can even meet the Shovel Knight, you're gonna have to do two things. First, you need to get the Slurp Shot ability from Trowser, who is going to be located in the big temple at the center of STALK Tropics. Next, you'll have to expand the STALK Tropics region so that the Shovel Knight will actually appear, and you do this by collecting pages and heading back to the Grand Tome. Now, since I've already done that here, I just went straight to the Shovel Knight, who is up on the bridge to the right of the tome, just past the skeleton explorer that you meet inside the cauldron. When you talk to the Shovel Knight, apparently he really wants the jewel at the top of the hill beside you guys, and so he asks Yooka and Laylee to go and get it in exchange for a pagey, as well as the secret to adventure success. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Once you talk to the Shovel Knight, you can start the quest by heading across the bridge right behind him and start jumping up the platforms along the wall. Now, I've really been enjoying Yooka Laylee, and it brings me back to the good old days of 3D platformers that I grew up with, like Mario 64, and obviously Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong, which were made mostly by the same people behind Yooka Laylee, or at least some of the key talent. However, that doesn't mean that I'm particularly good at platforming, so to spare you guys from having to watch me fail multiple times while trying to do simple platforming jumps, I've edited up this video to show you guys just what you need to do to finish the quest. Alright, so once you get to this next section with the moving platform that rotates on its own, you're gonna have to find a way to make it stop. And the way you do that is by shooting the button on the wall. So what you have to do is grab one of the silver berries off the bush beside you and shoot the button with your Slurp Shot, which was that ability that you purchased from Trowser earlier. And the easiest way to do this is just to zoom in using your left stick so that the crosshair shows up and then you can target the button easier. And if your berries run out of time, just grab more off of the bush and just keep shooting at the button until the platform is flat enough for you to jump across when it's not moving. The next section follows the same concept, only this time you have 3 platforms you need to control using only one button. Now, it's actually a lot easier than it looks, and this is coming from a noob that's bad at platforming. All you have to do is stand at the little ledge across from the button, zoom in with your left stick so that you can see the button and shoot at it, but so that you can also see all 3 of the platforms, and keep your eye on the platforms until they get just about as flat enough for you to jump up and across. And the platforms don't have to be perfectly flat, just as long as they're sort of flat enough for you to just hop up and over to reach the next ledge. That's all you really need. Okay, so the last section is more of the same, only now you have 3 buttons, each of which controlling one of the platforms on the wall, with the top button moving back and forth, left and right, I guess for some added little bit of challenge, as is customary for most platformers. So for this one I started with the button on the lower left, which controls the lower platform, and it's actually a button that's on a separate wall from the platforms themselves, so you're gonna have to walk down this little pathway here, and then stand on that so that way you can reach this button. Next, I shot the button on the lower right, which controls the platform on the upper right, and this one wasn't too hard to get in the right position, but just keep in mind if you're standing out on this walkway like I am here, that you're not going to be able to reach the upper middle button because it's going to be a little too far away, so you're going to have to get a little bit closer for the last one. Alright, then I saved the annoying middle button for last, for obvious reasons. Now, I did notice that it seems to slow down ever so slightly when it hits the end of the track, which makes the button a little bit easier to hit if you just aim at the ends of the track and shoot just before the button reaches your crosshairs when you're zoomed in. Now, the tricky part is getting the platform to be in just the right position at the same time, while also paying attention to the button and where it's at, but just keep firing and you'll eventually get it. Alright, so once you've stopped all the platforms so that they're level enough for you to jump up, go ahead and hop up to the top, and you're gonna get attacked by these little totem pole enemies. I just spit the rest of my berries at them and knocked their eyes off, which then I shot at with the rest of my berries till their eyeballs were gone, which sounds pretty cruel, but hey, whatever works, right? Once you get rid of those pesky totem poles, all you have to do now is shoot down the jewel from the statue above and take it back to the Shovel Knight, who rewards you with a pagey and some priceless wisdom. Alright you guys, that's going to be it for this video, and I actually plan on making some more Yooka Laylee tutorial videos, things like how to find the Ghost Riders, and other collectible guides like that, but I'd also like to hear some feedback from you on what you think of Yooka Laylee, and if you'd like to see me cover more games like this in the future, so please leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next video.